Welcome to Massanutten Regional Library's online book talk. I'm Mr. Randy. We'll be looking at 4 books from Kids Can Press today. They were sent as review copies that are worthwhile to add to our collection. Our first book is Up and Adam. We'll take a peek at the inside and read a couple of pages. Up jumped into the wagon and they set off to check on their favorite places. Crack, crack, crack. Sticks snapped under the wheels. Adam said, "We can help." They picked up big sticks and little sticks and added them to the pile. Up yipped and Adam hummed as they cleared the sidewalk. When they were done, Adam smiled. Up smiled too. Up and Adam features Adam, and he has this great can-do attitude throughout the entire book. His town, Portville, was hit by a storm and cleanup is needed. When Madam Mayor tells the town to get up and Adam and his dog Up take this directive very seriously and get to work. They helped the school janitor clean up toys scattered by the storm. They helped repair a birdhouse and cleaned up dirt from in front of his favorite pizzeria. He even bakes cookies to hand out at the Portville boardwalk. What he doesn't realize at first is that the most important thing he did for the community was share his amazing smile. While not directly referenced but inferred in the story is that Adam has Down syndrome. The story focuses on what Adam can accomplish and not on his limitations. The very worthwhile author's note at the end explains her inspiration for the story and resources for readers, provides information on useful websites to learn more about Down syndrome support organizations. This would be a great read at home with your own children or a great classroom read. So definitely check out Up and Adam. The second book we're going to look at is another Squiggly story by Andrew Larsen. This is the sequel to Larsen's Squiggly story. The main character is now in 2nd grade and his teachers assign the students the project of writing a story about themselves. The boy decides to title his story, "The Story of Me, by Me." At first, he's a bit overwhelmed with the whole prospect of writing his autobiography, but with a little help and encouragement from his sister, he navigates the process. This book is a great resource for teachers introducing the concepts of brainstorming, first draft, editing, and revising. And the boy even deals with his writer's block by creating lists to get him started. Get something on paper. Then he finds connections between the lists. It's a great read to introduce the writing process. Let's take a peek. "I'm stuck," I say to my sister that night. "I don't know how to turn a bunch of lists into the story of me." "Why don't you leave it for a bit? Maybe later you'll be able to see something that you don't see now." "Like what?" "Like a theme. Maybe you'll see things your lists have in common. Connections." "But I need a story." "Come on, let's go to the park." So not only does the book show how to navigate the writing process, it also shows the importance of getting a little outside advice, a little outside perspective on the writing process. So definitely if you're a teacher or a parent starting that process with your child, check out another Squiggly story. The third book we're going to look at is Our Green City by Tanya Lloyd Kyi. It opens with a warm welcome and a child-friendly definition of being green. Being green means we take care of all living things, people, plants, and animals too, the book says. Each 2-page spread shows a different aspect of this ideal city. The first spread shows various types of transportation in the city with a large number of pedestrians, some bicyclists and scooters, even an electric car being charged. Each spread also asks the child to look for various items that pertain to the spread, like how many wheels can you count? There's a garden with clean energy spread. There's an examples of urban garden, husbandry, including keeping bees and raising hens, a playground spread, and a block party. Our Green City makes green natural and attractive for children and adults. Let's take a peek. In our green classroom, we plant seeds and watch our flowers grow. We build and paint. We count and create. Some days we learn things on the run, but quiet and still are also fun. Can you spot something fast and something very slow? The illustrations and layout feel like a cross between a Richard Scarry and Britta Teckentrup, if you're familiar with her book, like the Moon and Trees books. And that's a compliment. The choice of a cream uncoated paper complements the overall natural organic feel of the book. I think this book's going to age well, even though technology's changing. These are practices that many cities and many individuals are trying to implement in their own life. and they're not going to go out of style. So I see this book being around for a while and a good book to come back to. The 2-page spread is awesome with little things to find. Good for on a reread. I'd probably leave that part out for the people in the back that couldn't see it, but if you're up close with your own kids or in a small group, that adds an extra layer that I really like. It's well paced, vivid, and inviting. So definitely check it out, Our Green City. Our final book today is And JJ Slept by Loretta Garbutt. This book celebrates real life and the sounds of a full home. Our main character, baby JJ, quickly learns to appreciate the many sounds of his adoptive family, from a whistling tea kettle to 4 active siblings and the family dog. Not much seems to bother this little fella, says Dad. That's a good thing, right? But what happens when the siblings are away and the house is quiet? Will JJ be able to sleep? You need to read to find out. It's a touching story filled with movement and warmth. Let's take a peek at some of the movement. The next morning, the kids thundered through the house. Sebastian drummed on the kitchen table. "Where's my inhaler?" Harvey yelled. "My costume has a rip," sobbed Etta. Ada took a barking Cheddar out for his walk. A lot of noise, a lot of action, but ultimately a very full and loving home. Check out And JJ Slept. This has been Massanutten Regional Library's online book talk. These books will soon be sent upstairs and entered into our catalog for circulation. We have 7 branches. We can have these books sent to any branch that would suit you for pickup, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you very much.